Hello, my name is MrSpaml, and today, me and the network owner Brad are going to talk about the latest Unturned devlog. Now I know you've probably already seen a video on this, but everyone you've seen has been more PvP orientated, and obviously big MrSpaml and Brad over here are like the RP lads, especially when it comes to movies, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stranded.
50k views. No,
Yeah.
not flexing. But so we're going to give our point of view on everything from an RP perspective. I cannot speak English, so we're going to sum up the devlog because who can read these days? Am I right, Brad boy?
Yeah.
No.
That's why there's a video.
Yeah. I appreciate this, Nelson, by the way. An actual meaty video. Look at that, like 5 minutes 37. Maybe hit 10 minutes next time, Nelson. Right.
Slap those ads.
Slap those ads. So, before we watch the video, just going to quickly sum up the bullet points. The devlog is just about vehicles. I especially like the way that he's focusing on audio as well. Add a bit of immersion to the game. I like the section where he talks about collision, bumping, smashing
What I
objects.
really like is the audio when you get in the car. It like dims down and gets more
muffles.
It's pretty immersive.
Yeah.
For the
And,
roleplay movies.
close working on the new character. Oh yeah, he broke a character. It's all right. Okay, so we're gonna spark into the video.
Hello.
Hey up, Nelson. Sorry. What was that intro, Nelson? Wait, let's listen to that again.
Hello. Hello.
Aww.
Not a prime time YouTuber like you, Spaml.
No, he is prime. I'm actually really impressed with this latest devlog, and the fact that he actually mentions RP in it gives me a lot of hope for things to come. Yeah, no, I'm actually very impressed, Nelson. Keep it up.
Taking an early look at cars in Unturned 2. I was a little bit hesitant to show off this early on.
What sort of car actually is that?
It's like a Volvo.
It's like a Nissan or something.
Because there's still a lot of things that need sorting out. But I am curious to get your feedback, and I do love showing you how things are coming along so far. And actually this is broken right now. One thing right off the bat is that the character is a little bit messed up still, since I haven't set everything up again with the new character rig. But you can rest assured that the final game won't look like this.
Oh, look at that. Wait, what happened with the character model, sorry?
Yeah, you pretty much tweaked it, I believe, and then you lost all like the graphics and everything for us to remake it. But yeah. In my opinion, the legs are a bit too long, as Panda said in his video as well.
There we go. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Feels a bit too stretchy.
Yeah, maybe cut it off like a quarter up.
Like, it reminds me of Totally Accurate Battlegrounds, those characters just flinging around.
Yeah, it does. Alright, let's continue on.
As you can see, the car's mesh quality has gone up a lot. Now there's individual door models, and you can see the trim.
I do really like the door models.
What I like as well is the interior, which I don't think he mentions in this video, but he has added interior, which is pretty cool, which he didn't really have good interior in 3.0.
Yeah.
Windows.
No, the interior's
Glasses
terrible
in
in
it,
3.0.
Yeah.
Overall, I'm pretty happy with
Number
how
plate? That's good.
the quality's improved while adding more detail. One of the big new features is that you no longer just teleport into a seat in the car.
This is probably my favourite bit of this video. The animation where he gets in. That is very good for movies.
This is something that I spent a bit of time working on, since it requires a lot of changes in a lot of places. If you get into the car, you
There we go.
can actually see
I mean, it's a little bit jank, but
your character
Beautiful.
getting into the seat.
The getting out's more of the glitchy area, in
yeah.
my opinion.
And
Oh yeah, in MTN's video, he talked about the leaning out the window, like when you turned left, but you can do that pretty well in Unturned 3, so that's not really new.
Yeah, what I like is that you can actually pop your head out of the window like in PUBG and shoot back, is what one of his plans are.
I mean, he sort of leans out in Unturned 3, to be honest.
Yeah.
It does feel like it anyway,
Sometimes, yeah.
especially in that Lambo mode.
but
The car was small.
it smoothly animates you into a position where you can get in and out of the car.
Oh, his arm just
What
went
I don't
behind.
like is the left arm cutting through the body.
No, pretty sure I'll fix that.
I think this will make it so you can't as easily just avoid shots teleporting around inside the car and make it feel a little bit more immersive getting in and out. You can also hear the doors opening and closing.
Yeah, the focus on audio is going to be very useful, so I don't have to edit it in. Finally. Like on, was it Raptor? I added a rain sound effect that cuts in and out when the fighter jet goes like onto the hangar, and when I'm inside the cockpit, etc. And like just saving me cutting about with audio is appreciated, Nelson. Okay. Yeah, just get that lowered down.
I'll back
Right,
around.
come on, let's get this operation going. It's raining heavily still. Alright, you good? You clear?
Should all go.
Alright, raise the ram.
As well as when you're inside the car, you can't hear the engine as much.
This is probably one of
Then
my
once you're
favorite
inside the
features.
car-
I don't know why, but the muffled audio really just, you know.
Yeah.
You can actually see, well, obviously this needs some work too, but you can see that your hands properly snap to the wheel, whereas in 3,
Finally,
in a
and
lot
in
of
turn 3 it just sort of hovers
They
over.
just hover, yeah. It's like
they're
robot's
kind of
arms.
trying to follow the wheel, but you can see gaps and stuff. But now they use IK to stay on the steering wheel, as well as when you look around, your character is no longer just looking forward. You can see yourself, well, that needs...
The heck is his head doing that? What a beast!
Yep.
Oh, absolute unit!
Pretty much everything here still needs work, but
Yeah.
the general premise of now you can see which way people are looking, and presumably when you're aiming out of the car you can, you know, lean out and shoot, or that needs work too. But for the moment, there's also the feet animations where you can...
Yes, again, attention to detail. Good boy, Nelson.
Yeah.
Very proud,
Not a lot
very
of
proud.
games do that, to be honest. The
I
feet
don't.
animations and all of that. So a game like Unturned is pretty impressive.
press the brakes and press on the gas.
The sound effects, massive improvement.
Mm.
I do
So
think
then
it
you
could,
play-
it is a bit loud when you're outside the car. That's a bit over the top for a car, but yeah, it is very
Yeah.
nice.
Wondering,
Oh, you know in turn 3 how like shooting sound effects are way too loud?
Oh yeah.
I hope he actually balances the audio a bit in Unturned 4, because
Now when you were shooting that gun, I mean, I feel like the recoil and everything is a bit more realistic and controllable. It looks pretty cool. Like, more kick in the gun.
yeah. No, but in Unturned 3 the guns are just way too loud,
Yeah.
and I hate that. Yet again, got to edit the audio down so people don't bleed.
how is the actual driving?
Now those tracks are going to be fixed, I believe. The weird
Yeah,
colors that
no.
cars leave.
I think he said that he was just trying to find out the correct
The
numbers.
correct
or
color
whatever.
code. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they will look fine when he's done. Does
I
feel
do
a
like
little
that
bit
feature.
bouncy. That I will say that. With like the backpack in that devlog, it was like jiggling about loads, and it's a
Yeah,
bit
that's the
unrealistic. I don't.
The car seems pretty good though so far,
Yeah,
in my
definitely better than the clothes physics, whichever they were.
yeah.
Still like it though.
Maybe you shouldn't be skidding on grass, but overall, I'm pretty happy with how the...
Whether he just casually realizes something midway through the devlog video. Maybe you shouldn't
Yeah.
be skidding on grass.
Maybe I should fix that before I make this video.
Nah, he's a one-take wonder, this lad.
the
Yeah.
driving mechanics have improved.
Oh, bully the bush.
Going through the bush there. That's another thing, is I really want all the different physics elements of the game to interact really nicely, so there's the different effects for...
Reminds me of GTA, you know, when you drive through a bush and it might actually like changes the direction the car's pointing. That's the only game I can think about that actually does that,
GG.
I think.
driving through things. You can see some leaves popping up off the car there, as well as dirt and grass getting kicked up off the tires here. Obviously these aren't the real ground materials, but they make it higher contrast to see these effects. You can...
Yeah, again, the muffle. It is very, very nice.
Yeah.
Did he say the number plates were customizable? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he gets to it at the end of the video. You'll be able to take them off and swap them, and all of that is going to be pretty cool in my opinion.
Okay, yeah, so like when you do a police RP or whatever, speed camera.
Yeah, that's what he
Ooh.
says.
Yeah.
You can also hear the tires traveling on the surface.
Also, just notice this. You know at the top of the car, there is an antenna place, but there's no antenna.
Maybe radio channels? That would be cool.
Could, because obviously walkie-talkies in Unturned 3.
Yeah, but maybe like more music, because that Unturned stock music is not fun to listen to 24/7.
No, it's way too repetitive, but continuing on.
So if I stop, you can hear just the idle of the engine. The engine audio, I think, needs more samples as well, so that's going to need some tuning, but you can hear the kind of rumble of the tires on the ground. That'll probably only be for kind of coarse surfaces like this, whereas for roads, you won't hear that, as well as there probably won't be as much.
I like the sound of the dirt as well. I
Yeah,
didn't
just
notice that
imagine
before.
like how realistic this is going to be, a full server, like 24 slots with a whole map and everything,
Yeah.
driving around in these things.
Kick up of stuff when you're on the road.
Definitely seems like a lot more potential for driving around, because obviously yesterday did that Need for Speed movie, and obviously I tried to edit the cars to make it seem more, I don't know, exciting, but there's
Yeah.
just no movement with the cars. They're too like stable, there's nothing going on, but right here this is already a lot more interesting, just on
I mean, you
another
can
level.
just feel the realism in the car pretty much, like the weight and the physics to it just
Yeah,
makes
no.
it 10 times better.
Literally just simple things like this are going to make Unturned 4 a much better thing.
Yep.
For role players,
We
you
go.
can also
For roleplay, there we go. That's what you want to hear right there.
Yeah.
What an absolute lad.
That's a good point. Signaling the car.
signal in the
Oh,
car,
yeah,
which
yeah.
is something I don't think I've seen a game do before.
Is it Q and
Or at
E,
least
right?
not a game
Yes.
like this.
And it works with
so you
Razor
can actually
Chroma
use
and
the
actually
lean
highlights
keys
the
when you're in
keys
the car.
according to.
I know, that's very
So
cool.
on
yeah.
the left, you can see what the lights on the car.
Did you make it work with
Like
IQ? Corsair software.
And
I mean,
actually,
it's a
the
bit
other day I
pointless.
posted about the Razor Chroma integration. You can see the Q and E keys flash orange in sync with the lights when.
It'll just be because he has a Razer keyboard, won't it?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
making flex on friends. My name
when you're
indicates on my
signaling.
keyboard.
You can also, of course, turn the headlights on off, which are nice and bright now. And when you're braking, the bright lights get brighter.
The drift. Yeah. Wonder if you can actually get some proper drifts. MTN in his latest video, so I watched it literally like a bit before this. He was talking about drifting, like a drift compilation. So you better make that, MTN.
Yeah.
You better. I want to see some drifting about in Unturned.
So detail of everything's gone up. You can also see the tire tracks right now are very colorful.
Yeah.
That's from trying to figure out the right values for when you're drifting, and it should use those tire smoke effects, which should only be on asphalt, I think. On the grass and gravel sort of surfaces, I think maybe they should kick up some more particles.
Whoa, can you imagine if he dived out like in GTA?
Another thing I was thinking about is it's set up right now so that it's possible to open the trunk.
I wish he showed that in the video. I don't.
But as well as that, I want to make it so that
Yeah,
you
I
wish
can
he- I
take
wish
the
he opened
license
the
plate
trunk.
off. So then, for roleplay servers, you can
Roleplay servers. So
have
that's
the
you,
police
Brad.
watch out for, oh,
It
this
is,
license
it
plate
is.
is banned, or then also keys are going to be a unique item for each vehicle. So
I only just noticed the actual pedals down there. I thought his feet were moving for no reason.
it's no longer just hop in a car and lock it as soon as you find it.
That'll be cool. Losing your keys and Unturned.
Oh, I
Just
can
gotta
rob
run up to
people's
someone's-
keys.
Steal their keys,
Car
pop it
thief,
in the
I'll
bush
be.
and make them run around.
I'll jot that down, Brad. Yeah, I'll pin it.
Which is a problem in Unturned 3. So yeah,
What the?
Just
What did he just do that?
That's also nice. Good collision.
So yeah. Yeah, I just went through the car there. I hope you like what you see so far. Definitely let me know what you think, and
I think you did a good job there, Nelson.
I'm pretty impressed.
I will
Yeah.
do my best to make this as good as it can be. Thanks for watching.
Right. Well, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.